I do think there's such a common misconception about real estate agents, and maybe even more generally, just salespeople, that it's about profits over people or it's about the transaction over relationships. And I'm speaking for myself here. Nothing is farther than the truth. There are so many times that I have chosen people over the transaction, the relationship over the transaction. And that's actually what we're supposed to do. That's as an agent, as a salesperson, as a human being, that is how we're supposed to interact with each other, is put the relationship first. But so many agents don't. And I understand why there's just some bad media around, or rumors or stories or urban legends around salespeople. And we've all heard it, right? Real estate agents, lawyers, car salesmen. We've all heard the stories, and it doesn't necessarily, and the things most people actually go along with those stories is what I often find. A lot of times at this stage of the game for me, I've been in real estate a long time, probably over 15 years between mortgages, real estate, other stuff. And I'll tell you, I don't deal with a lot of new clients anymore. A lot of times, if anything, they're referrals from a past client or a friend or family member. So they come to me as a bit of what we would call a warm lead. They already know a little bit about me. I post a lot on social, so a lot of people have watched my content and know who or what I am and how I am. But that is the biggest thing I find, is when you're dealing with new people that don't know you. Say I'm doing an open house or something, people have a lot of trepidation around salespeople because there's a lot of bad actors. There's a few bad apples out there in the mix. And the reality is you got to choose the people that are going to align with you. Only one contractor was the best contractor to use. Well, there'd only be one guy or one girl, right? But the reality is there's many different people doing many different jobs. And so this is statistically what we know, is that most people, 80% in fact, will do business with the first realtor they meet. And it doesn't really matter whether it's buyer or seller. So it's important to get a groove on. And if you're feeling any pressure towards or from that individual when you're meeting and talking with them initially, well, that's probably going to be a no-go. And it's okay to advocate for yourself and say, I don't think this is going to be a fit. Because I do it all the time. You walk into a store and a salesperson jumps on you. That's not a really good feeling. And they're after the sale, not necessarily after that, delivering that customer experience to you. And that's the biggest thing I think that is a misconception in the real estate and the just sales industry in general. So pick your people.